Hello everybody and welcome back to another lockpicking video. And yeah, if you see a fantastic key like this, you know we will have a good time today. So stay around and I'll explain you what all this is about. So today we're going to try to pick open this door lock, the IKON WSW. It is a black belt 2 lock in the LPU dance system. It has 6 normal pins, which everybody knows from normal locks, but then it also has sliders, 5 on this side and 2 on this side. And only when all of these elements, so all the 13 elements are set properly, this lock will open. And yeah, how will we do that? Yeah, with quite some tools. It took me quite some time to get a strategy for this one working, and it was okay-ish until like 4 or 5 sliders. But once you have 6 sliders in here or 7 sliders, it gets so difficult. What do I mean by this? Of course, I progressively pinned it. This is like a black belt level lock, and often we approach locks like this by disassembling them and taking out components, so we have less components to set. And this is what I did here. The main stack was not so much of a problem, and I started off with maybe like 2 or 3 sliders. This worked quite okay. But once you reach 6 or 7 sliders, this lock gets so difficult to open. The tolerances in this one are so good. And yeah, what did I use in the end? So I liked that the keyway is so wide open, but this also requires me to use some specialized tools because I don't have tensioners so thick they wouldn't wobble around. And I made one from these 2 tensioners here. It's like just shy of 3 millimeters, I think. And why do I have 2 pairs of this? Well, I start off by just picking the main stack with a normal hook. You will see that in a second. My favorite profile, the PN07 from Multipick. And yeah, I can just use this for the main stack, which works nice. Then I switch tension to the bottom, so I have room for manipulating the sliders. And I always start off on the left side with this flag. And here you only have to set 2 sliders, one in the front and one in the very back. But you really have to set those. And then I still have to set the right side. And this side is so annoying. It has 5 sliders. All are very difficult to get into the right gate. And yeah, they will give you a good time. And to get started, I always use a small flag to get over the pin and be able to manipulate them. And once I have all the pins somewhat set, only then I can use this thicker flag from Multipick and really start pushing down on them, because some sliders really need to be set very, very deep, and only with this flag I can do that. So what helped me also on this lock? Well, I don't know, good tension control. Really, I like that not too much movement of the tensioner inside the keyway, so tight fit there. And yeah, just don't give up. Really, just keep at it, and really get this feeling for binding sliders or not. And once it is binding, just push on it, and if it's set, don't overdo it. Don't set them too deep. You will not get them back up again. But usually that's wasn't the problem for me. Or yeah, well, there's one slider here which is notoriously for oversetting, pin 4. And what also helped me quite a lot was marking the chambers. So I have these lines here on both of these flags. So I know I'm in chamber 1. Now I'm in chamber 2, chamber 3, chamber 4, chamber 5. And this just makes life easier, and I can pick it quicker. I could also do it without probably, but with this I know I still have to play around on chamber 5. Then I can just go back in with the other flag and play around in chamber 5 without thinking too much. And to make these markings consistent, I appreciated once more 3D printing, because I made this simple jig where I have slots where I have to make my marks, and then it is reproducible, because the way I hold this, I always smear off the markings at some point, and I always have to redo them. So enough talking, let's get into the eyes and hopefully get this picked. See you back in a second. Okay, here we are back in the vise. Key works just fine, and we start off with the main stack. Clockwise tension now from the top. Pin 4, pin 2, pin 1, pin 3 with some counter rotation, small click on 5, no 6. Let's check again. Pin 1 needs to be set again. Nice, we got some core movement. I hope the main stack is done. Let's check the left side. There are only 2 sliders here. One in the front, which was binding, which is nice. And the one in the back just needs a tap. So now we can work on the right side, and when I'm using this flag, I'm presetting the sliders, because this is tiny and I can just get over them. So 2 is binding, 3 is binding, nothing on 1 yet. 2 again. Okay, let's check 2, nothing, 3, nothing. 5 is binding. I had to give in some tension. Let's check. Yeah, I lost 3. And 5 again. So this is like very often a ping pong game. And don't expect that you can set all the sliders, but just visiting them once, you really have to go from serration to serration and again and again. They're really nasty to set. The precisions in this lock is really, really good. So 2 is binding. Now I try to use a thicker flag. Let's start with 3 actually. 3 feels quite good already. 2 not so much. Still binding. Okay, let's try to set 1 a bit. At least it's binding, but doesn't want to be set yet. No, it's not binding, it's just rubbing or some sort of. It always shoots up again. Let's try the back. Pin 5, yeah, 5 is binding, stiff. So release a lot of tension. try to set it as straight as possible to not push it too much into the sidebar. 3. Okay, 2. And I get no core movement or something at the moment. But this is completely normal on this lock. The precisions are just really, really good. Okay, let's take the big gun again. Let's check 3 first of all. Not binding at the moment. Some click on 5. When I'm not sure if I'm in the right chamber, I push back and forth to get caught with the flag in the chamber. And then I know I'm above the slider, which is good. Okay, I think 3 is binding now. Oh, 2 is also binding. Let's try set this one. Okay, 5 is binding. No, just some movement when I touched 2. Okay, 5 needs some attention. Okay, let's leave this now. Nothing on 3 or 2. Touched 1 and got some movement. Okay, 3 is extremely stiff. Better. Five. Well, it feels a bit stiff. Let's try setting it. Let's check the others first. 1. 1. Yes, nice. Open. Very cool. So we're clearly open. Now I will gut this thing and see you back in a second. Fast forward, off we go. Okay, welcome back from fast forward. Before I show you everything, let me just show you the boring housing. We have the main stack at the bottom and then 2 sidebar grooves. And yeah, that's basically it. It's a modular design, but that doesn't matter for us. And then we have the core here. And yeah, the main stack, just 6 pins with drill protection in the front, which is nice. And we have these special holes for the key pins. I'll show you the key pins in a second. Let's focus for now on these sliders. We have the sidebar groove here, one of these. I made a Sharpie marking for this sidebar and another Sharpie marking for the other sidebar. And the way this is coded is that, where's the key? There. If we insert the key, okay, sorry for another fast forward break, but the lighting was just a little bit horrible, or still is. Not much I can do about it now. But basically what I wanted to show you is the sliders, which is a bit difficult. But yeah, they operate by the key like this. And they have false gates and only one true gate, each of them. Let me just show you one of them. So, come on. This is what they look like. This nub here at the top, this was interact with the key. The nub is either at the front or the back, like the key goes in like this. And then we have very nice serrations on these. These are the false gates, and we have only one true gate. And this true gate will only allow the sidebar, which is this one here, to go in once the slot is aligned with this groove here. And yeah, this is overcoming the false gates and so on is really difficult. And the binding order is, it's just a ping pong game because of the good tolerance. It's really hard to pick because this binds and this binds and this binds again and so on, and you have to go back and forth. But it's nicely doable with the flags because you can just go in and just go on top of the pin and just lever or turn and so on. This works quite good. Then we have 5 sliders on this sidebar, which I've just shown you. Then 2 sliders on the other side. And here's the sidebar to that. Nothing special, just the very same. The coding of the key cut is really done with the height where the true gate sits. Other sidebar models, they have different heights here in the sidebar. No, this one has the coding inside the sliders and not in the sidebar. Then we have the main stack over here, 6 pins. We have standard drivers in 1, 5 and 6, and in chamber 2, 3 and 4 we have spool pins, and then we have these very pointy key pins. They look like this. That is the part that interacts with the key. And from the bottom here comes the driver. And yeah, they sit in the lock in these special cutouts. These special holes, again, it cannot go through. And it is a bit nasty to pick them just because the tip is so thin and you can slide off really easily. Yeah, but I guess that's all I have on this IKON WSW. Really happy that I could pick it now. And yeah, who's still here? Let me know in the comments if you watched to the end. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video again. Have a great day and bye.